So this is a really amazing channel and a really amazing video I want to share with you today. Everything that is said applies to adults. I find a lot of education channels about children and conscious parenting and things like that apply to us. We're all grown-up children, right? Okay, so if you had a very dysfunctional childhood, a very chaotic childhood, and did not have a safe person, you're going to be able to relate to this a lot. And I hope that this will be very validating. And this is also what either to look for in a partner or not. Or it could be a sign of a unhealthy partner for you. This is the key. This is the foundation of life, is having healthy people around you that are going to foster homeostasis, well-being, and feelings of safety within your body. You need at least one person that is going to be able to comfort you within minutes. We all need that. We all need a support system and family and friends and a loving partner that we know that we can go to for love and support, and that we know we can depend on, that they will be able to comfort us within minutes. Within minutes. It is so important. So let's watch this video. Let's get into it.
I want you to think right now, if you were in a crisis, and some of you have had crisis this week, actually, and you've had a text or heard over email, and but let's do it this way. You've got something big shows up on your phone. You see this big thing on your phone, and you're then seeking to find your person. Who do you want to reach? Because this is big. I'm trying to look for my person. And so let's say your person's not in this room and they're off somewhere. So now you're texting your person frantically. And at first couple of texts, you get nothing back. So now you're texting more, nothing back. You're texting more. You've texted like 26 times, nothing. Then you start making phone calls. Hang up, phone call, hang up. Phone. I mean, you're getting a not available, not available, not available.
So I just want to pause it here. This is completely valid. This is completely normal when you have a distressing situation. It could be anything. It could be triggering, like it could not even be like a real threat, but something triggers you. Something happens during your day. And this is why we all need a quality support system. So it's not a healthy expectation to just feel like you have to do everything alone and on your own, because things are going to come up and you need other people. We are a social species. You need other people that are going to help reassure you and regulate your nervous system. Of course, we all need to be able to do that for ourselves to an extent, but I'm sure you know what I mean. It's natural. It's natural. It is natural. I want you to know that this is natural. When a distressing situation happens and you aren't getting your need met, you can't quickly regulate yourself. And especially if you grew up in a dysfunctional, chaotic, unpredictable environment, you have not probably learned or know how to regulate yourself, because the people in your environment further dysregulated you. Nothing was predictable. And so this is all natural. And being someone where I grew up in a highly dysfunctional, chaotic, unpredictable environment, and I felt like I had to do everything on my own because I had no one. But deep down, instinctually, you're looking for your person. This is valid. It's not a healthy expectation to think that you're just going to be a cool, calm cucumber and just like be able to handle all sorts of stress and I mean, especially in today's age, we need that support. I just really want this to get through. I just really want this to get through because it was so helpful for me to realize that other people experience this and that we live in a highly stressful modern age, and we need that sense of support and community around us so that if we are having a rough day, we can quickly text a family member or a friend or your partner, and they have your back. They reassure you. They say, oh, like, I'm so sorry you're having a hard day, but when you come home, I'll rub your feet and make you your favorite meal or whatever it is, or a friend, and they say that they'll come over later. And that gets you through your day. Like, if you don't have that, then you might have like tools inside, but we're a relational social species. So it's just so much easier when you have that support. So without sounding like a broken record, I want you to understand that this is all valid. This is all normal. It's all normal.
How is your clacker at this point? What's happening? So here, what's happening to you? Right. At each time, this anxiety is going up, 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 up. And then you finally reach your person. They call you back. And this has been maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And you answer the phone and you pick it up and they go, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you calling me all these times? Don't you know I'm at work? What happens to your clacker? You're going like this. And then, bam. Okay. So you're hitting the gas pedal, right? You're hitting the gas pedal. And all of a sudden, you get that response. You pull your foot off the gas and you slam on brakes. That is called a trauma. And we call them little t's as opposed to a big T trauma. Each one of those, because it changes your system from high clack, you have this crash into the brake, which is a parasympathetic response. And
So she said little t. And I just want to reassure, because for me, that is a big trauma. And I don't want to belittle anyone that feels similarly because this is a big thing. But in psychology and those types of fields, they respond to little t and big T. Big T is like physical abuse, like drug addiction, like it's apparent, like being in a high-speed car crash. That is a big trauma. But I don't want to belittle the trauma by saying it's a small t or a little t, because the emotional experience is huge and profound, and I feel like has far more, can have far deeper and longer lasting effects than just like a big one-time event. But if it's emotional and it's constantly happening where you can't get your needs met and you're in pain and you have that big slam on your brakes and that broken bond or that weakened bond, and now on top of what you were already stressed about, now that relationship is in total question. Can I trust this person? Does this person have my best interests? Does this person love me? You know, it's so earth shattering. So I just do want to say that. And when she talks about your parasympathetic nervous system, she's talking about the rest and digest. So that state of well-being, calm, safety, where your body can just naturally rest and digest, relax and recuperate and heal, and that just overall sense of well-being totally gets flipped and triggered, and you're no longer in that state. You're now in fight or flight, and it sends off this whole chemical reaction in your body, and now all these alarm bells are going off. All these stress hormones and chemicals are being released. It's a big deal.
It'll upset your gut and everything. You'll almost get sick at that moment. How many can believe that? Okay. Now, what happens if you're going like, here, you can't find him, you can't find him, you can't find him or her, you can't find him or her, you can't find him or her. It's getting better, worse, 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 worse. Finally, they call and they go, oh my gosh, something must have happened. I see you've tried to reach me so often. Wow, I'm here now. Whatever it is, we got this. Whatever it is, we got this. What's happening now? It doesn't crash, does it? It slowly starts. Take a moment, but it slowly starts. Does that make sense? And it doesn't happen instantly because you're all jacked up. It's going to take a while for that clacker to come down, but it comes down. And then after you get together and after everything kind of regulates, then you can say, all right, let's solve this. Let's take this on. Let's figure this out. But it takes a moment, right? Okay. Does everybody feel that in their body? This is what attachment is for children. A child experiences a distress. It turns on, just like in us, it turns on a genetic system. It turns on automatically a genetic system that says, go find your person. And this is why you see toddlers left in childcare who stand at the door screaming, and sometimes kick the door. I'm in distress, I'm looking for my person, right? And it's not a choice, it's a genetic thing, just like in elephants, just like in tigers, lions. You know, you see it on TV, the little lions are out there playing in front of mom, and all of a sudden you hear a rumble of the bush. What do all the babies do? Run back to mommy. So
I would be interested, how many of you find this concept of going to find your person foreign? I'd be really interested to hear that, and please comment down below. I would love to hear that because it was foreign to me, even though deeply I felt it. So something else I want you to acknowledge within yourself and validate within yourself is that if you feel that way, if you felt that way in your childhood, that you didn't have a safe person and that you had to deal with everything on your own because no one was safe, no one could meet your needs, no one could comfort you, no one could bring you back into a parasympathetic state of regulation and calm and safety, that you had another trauma on top of your original trauma, which was that you were sadly an orphan. You were alone. You didn't have this sense of safety net or comfort or safe person. So it's really important to make sense of ourselves and be able to validate that and be like, okay, no wonder it was such a big traumatizing thing. Even maybe the original trauma didn't seem that bad, but on top of it, and maybe it was really bad, it just depends on you and what you experienced. But it's important to validate, wow, I had this trauma. So our trauma can be multi-layered, and that can be why it's felt so deeply and intensely. And it's important to recognize this and validate that in ourselves so that we don't feel crazy, we don't feel like we're exaggerating, and that we can see it for what it is. And from that awareness, we're then able to really identify what it is that we really want by identifying what was missing. With those of you that experience more of the little T's that might have felt very huge and profound and intense, it's very important to be able to identify what was missing, because that was often the case. It wasn't blatant in your face and you got a black eye. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. A, B, C, D. This is that makes sense. But if you just experience maybe having a bad day at school, but not having anyone that you can go home to and talk to and get support and comfort from, that makes it even more complicated and painful and another trauma on top of it. So by identifying that, we then are like, oh, we need to experience support, because healing involves experiencing the opposite. So, and this can often give us a template for what we want to do when we go into meditation, so we can create the felt feeling experience of the opposite, and then we're able to manifest or magnetize that into our lives, and that's going to bring us great fulfillment. So I just wanted to add that, and I hope that makes sense.
Come back to mommy, and then they seek comfort from you. This is the original safe place. The original safe place. The original, how do I define what safety looks like? How do I feel a felt sense of safety? And some kids never get it. I come back, and your quality of comfort will either turn off the attachment switch so I can then go play again, or you might turn it off sometimes, not turn it off enough, or you might say, what the hell are you doing? I'm busy. And then we have a different, each quality of how you meet a child's distress will determine the attachment bond.
So this is the holy grail, the foundation, the key, I believe, to a successful relationship. Even though she's talking about children here, it applies across the board. How well can your partner meet your needs for safety, reassurance, comfort, mirroring, validation, and how quickly can they meet those needs. This is either what makes or breaks a relationship. Two people can be compatible, but if there is a stressful situation and that person who is experiencing the stressful situation is getting heightened, not getting their needs met, and this person is falling short, doesn't know what to do, has maybe avoidant attachment, which would not fall in line with being compatible. And I'd love to go into attachment theory in a whole other video. Just really quick, if you're dating, have everyone you date take an attachment quiz. And also try to just learn about it yourself. And if you know you've been abandoned, you want someone that wants connection and closeness as much as you do. If you've had enmeshment trauma, you want someone that wants a connection but is also okay with space. So if you've had enmeshment trauma, you do not want to be dating someone that has abandonment trauma. You are going to hurt that person. So as someone with enmeshment trauma, the ball is in your court. You have the most power and responsibility in the relationship. So just want to say that really quick. Have the people you're dating take an attachment quiz, learn about it yourself so you can identify the signs of, oh, this person has abandonment trauma, or this person has enmeshment trauma, or this person has disorganized attachment, or this is a securely attached person, and that's great too. So back to what I was saying. You need people in your life that consistently can meet your needs within minutes. I'm not talking about maybe someone that you don't live with, but I'm talking about real time. You're living with them and you experience a distress or a trigger, this or that. They're able to reassure you, calm you, comfort you within minutes. And you're able to have a discussion that leads to resolution quickly. This is the key. If they are able to abandon you, to leave you, and you're just getting more and more heightened because you're not getting your needs met, and so your nervous system is like, I mean, it's literally like a wild animal chasing you, and it can be that extreme of a feeling. So you need your needs met right away. So, yeah, this is the make or break in relationships. So you really want to choose a partner that gives you that calm, safe feeling, like they aren't responsible for regulating you all the time. There's also some personal responsibility there, but they're your partner. They're able to be there for you. I hope that makes sense. And it's so important. Don't go for the people that give you butterflies and you have all this chemistry and it's exciting and this and that. No, you want someone that is going to be consistent and give you that safe, fundamental, foundational, consistent feeling of well-being and connectedness and attunement and responsiveness, and they're right there and they're always with you, whether emotionally, spiritually, physically. This is what we want. This is what we want.
It's not how fun you play with them. It's not about gitsy-goo and peekaboo. It's when your child has distress. That's how you make a bond. So let's do this one more time. Attunement. Attunement integrates so you can make a bond. Do y'all see that? The bond and attunement aren't exactly the same, but they are essential for each other. The bond is, how do I handle the distress of the children in my care?
Yes. So I don't normally watch the Kardashians, have any opinion of them as you wish, but this is just a prime example of attunement and feeling into someone, sensing their energy, that sort of thing, and immediately being able to get their need. And watch how Kim here is having a hard day and she needs support. This is a natural thing. Even celebrities, even well-known people, the most successful people in the world, they all have a support system around them. No one can achieve success alone. We all need a safe person. So this is an example of her going to find her person during a very stressful day. So I hope that this helps and is validating for you.
Didn't know you would come to my office today.
Yes. Hi, guys. What are you
Hi.
shooting?
I just shot something for Net-a-Porter.
I have a meeting. I'm an hour late. I just can't get it together today.
You okay?
Not okay. I'm having such a hard day today.
It sucks, you know, when someone doesn't see how different they are.
But you keep looking for that person.
I always will. You'll always, hope that you'll see a glimpse of them. And, I hope I do.
I'm just I'm an hour late to that meeting and
It doesn't matter.
They flew in all the way from Belgium and I just can't
It's okay.
get it together.
It's okay. That stuff doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
That's right.
I literally haven't changed my outfit in 2 days.
Totally relatable.
Get it together.
Didn't know you would come to my office today.
So, yeah, I hope that helps. There's also relationship dysfunction that I can just tell that's going on with Kim. Yeah. I don't really know the full story, but the pattern of constantly looking for this person, for a person that isn't being there for you, and I can only speculate that maybe it has to do with her father and always looking for her father, and that's manifesting in these types of relationships. And as someone who has also had daddy issues, I can see that it takes one to know one, I guess you can say. And so this is why it's so important to do this inner work, and so that we can magnetize the right people to us. And if we can get this homeostasis, parasympathetic, truly connected, grounded, a style of relating that's truly present and engaged, it isn't all flowers and rainbows all the time. It's true presence, it's true attunement and engagement, and being able to feel into each other and being able to give one another just instant calm, reassurance, mirroring, comfort very, very quickly. you're taking each other as a part of yourself. So if this person's in pain, you're in pain, and you want to immediately comfort that person. When there is separation and it's you versus me, that's where a lot of messy dynamics can come into place. So really look for your safe person. And if you can get that feeling inside of yourself through meditation, through inner work, you're going to be able to more easily magnetize the right person that's going to truly love you, truly be a partner to you. You're going to be able to more easily magnetize that person into your life, and you're just gonna, the two of you are going to be just like divinely led to one another. So I hope that this video helped. Take care. See you in the next video.